You would you'll love Dr. Jack Cruz, who I've introduced you to
Oh,
now. It's so like your work and his work, you cross paths so much. Once you get into his work, you'll really, and maybe I can set up like a group call sometime. But one idea
no,
that
no, I heard he's really cranky.
you didn't hear that from me.
No, no, no. I've heard it around. That's what people are saying.
Around town.
Yeah, yeah.
So one thing he says though is and you'll find this interesting, he's always been adamant that people who live along the equator can tolerate carbohydrates more than people who live at a northern latitude, and that's should be a consideration for nutritionists or people prescribing different nutrition protocols, that depending on where your client or patient lives, that's a consideration in putting together the protocol, because if you're not getting that and vitamin D dosing, then you're less able to tolerate carbohydrates. But then that puts me in a bit of a catch 22 up here north because, well, it's cold and dark all the time. And now going into winter, there's more issues with thyroid than there would be in the summer. So I still need to make sure my clients are getting some carbs to support thyroid and conversion. But now I'm thinking if I just make sure they're getting adequate vitamin D, that may be enough to carry us through the winter. What do you think of that?
Yeah, well, yeah, that's basically you're living at the equator if you're taking a certain amount of D3. It's the same as living at the equator, except you're not getting the UVB rays, but most of the genes, there's most of the effects of D3 just come from D3. And I looked it up and there's only like 20 genes that need UVB to be activated. And
You would you'll love